The year is 1990 something, and my parents have gotten us a Super Nintendo. It was one of the best systems we still have and play to this day. We have a variety of games, but one that I want to talk about today is Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country kicks off with the classic jungle heist. Donkey Kong wakes up to find his beloved banana hoard has been stolen. Worse yet, his buddy Diddy Kong has been stuffed into a barrel by the culprits, the villainous Kremlings, led by the nefarious King K. Rool. Together, Donkey Kong and Diddy set off across Donkey Kong Island to reclaim their bananas and defeat the Kremling army. Their journey spans lush jungles, treacherous mines, icy caverns, ancient ruins, and even a pirate ship. Along the way, they team up with animal friends like Rambi the Rhino, Engarde the Swordfish, Espresso the Ostrich, Winky the Frog, and Squawks the Parrot. They also get help from Kong family members like Cranky Kong, Funky Kong, and Candy Kong. The early levels ease you in with a simple start, but don't get too comfortable. As you progress, the difficulty ramps up pretty fast. There are tons of secrets in the game, hidden barrels and hollowed out caves that can be destroyed by a barrel that leads to bonus stages. Good for getting more bananas. Oh yeah, let's talk about the bananas and the lives. If you want extra lives, you must collect 100 bananas and gold letters that spell Kong along the way, which is 1 life. You can also get these 3 animal medallions of the same animal buddy. After collecting 3 of them, you are taken to a bonus level for the animal buddy, in which you must collect as much medallions as you can within the time limit. Most of your levels are basic stages. Run across the stage, avoid pits, defeat enemies, find secrets, collect bananas, and other things. Some can have pretty cool shortcuts like this stage, Minecart Madness. Just jump in the barrel below and you will be skipped all the way to the end. Watch out for this guy though. You can also take on a level head on. Personally, I always hit a wall in the snow stages. They're slippery, sneaky, and just brutal enough to drain your extra lives if you're not careful, especially these barrel parts right here. Before heading into that frosty zone, do yourself a favor, stock up on lives, and make sure your game is saved. You will thank yourself later. One of my favorite levels is the industrial zone where the lights turn on and off and the music just sets the tone for that area. Speaking of music, let's move on to our next topic. The music is not only nostalgic for me, but each song in the game fits the levels that it is hard on. David Wise is still praised to this day for the music in the game. It is actually hard for me to say which song is my favorite, so I will play a few here. Which song from the game is your favorite? Most of the enemies aren't much of a threat. Donkey Kong can take them out with a jump or a roll, no problem. Diddy's a bit more limited, he needs 2 hits for tougher ones like the armadillos. He's quick, but not always built for the brute force. Then there are enemies like Crushers and Clumps. Donkey Kong can handle them, which makes him essential in certain stages. Diddy Kong on the other hand can only take out a clump by a cartwheel, but not by jumping on his head. Crusher on the other hand needs to be taken out by a barrel if you're going to use Diddy, otherwise he's just gonna laugh at you. Some enemies like the bees or some of the sea creatures can be damaged by the Kongs. You'll need barrels or help from animal buddies to get past them. I'll be aware some enemies like the beavers and the wheels, also known as millstone naughties, in the level Millstone Mayhem, they are seen just moving back and forth trying to block certain paths. In Temple Tempest, they actually chase the Kongs. The Croctopus enemies can be touched by you or the animals. They are creepy indeed, and make it worse, they chase you in one level. This is possibly how I got my thalassophobia. And to make it worse, the Croctopus may be inspired by the real life blue ring octopus, only they don't get that big. The bosses are genuinely fun, and they do make a comeback later in the game seeking revenge. Some like Naughty and Neki follow a classic pattern, jump on their heads to take them down, but they don't go quietly. Naughty, for instance, when he is getting his revenge, he comes back and steps up his game with higher, more precise jumps that are still totally dodgeable. One standout is Queen Bee. Just like regular bees, jumping on her is a no-go. Instead, you got to chuck barrels at the queen, making her angry and making her more aggressive as she chases you. You have to dodge her aggressive stinger dives. Then there's a totally different kind of enemy. A skull-marked barrel with evil intentions, Boss Dundrum. It starts by launching two basic foes down towards you. After you defeat the two enemies, Boss Dundrum itself will come crashing down, trying to crush you. It repeats this nasty cycle. Two enemies, then a crushing attempt, repeat until it finally explodes in a dramatic finale. Finally, King K. Rool, the king of the Kremling's crew. The music starts out with a jolly pirate theme in my opinion of how it sounds. Then it gets epic. You know we made it to the final battle. The battle is kinda simple with some challenges. It's all about your timing. He will start by throwing his crown at you, jump over his crown and jump on his head. K. Rool will then use his signature dash attack in an attempt to take out one of the Kongs. Every time you jump on his head, he will get faster every time he runs across the screen, repeating the pattern up to 3 times. Then we head into phase 2 of the fight, where cannonballs rain down. The Kongs must be quick to dodge the cannonballs falling. Once again, K. Rool will throw his crown and you must jump on his head. He will repeat the pattern, jump into the other side of the screen where more cannonballs rain down, adding a second stage of the barrage. And finally, after dodging that pattern and jumping on his head, a third barrage of cannonballs will rain down. Alright, just one more jump and that's it. Oh good, we finally beat him. The game is over. You have done it. The adventure has come to an end. Wait a minute. The credits don't seem right. Why does it say the end? Possibly one of the earliest trolling endings that I ever seen in a video game. Well, the battle isn't over. We then enter the third phase where K. Rool is now attempting to use his weight to crush you. Once again, we follow a pattern of jumps with each of his jumps getting more narrow each time we jump on his head. I am amazed with that much weight that he has not went through the bottom of his ship yet. Once he throws the final crown the final time, it is finally over. And now we get a cutscene where Donkey Kong's talking to Cranky, and Cranky's saying how good he is, that he would have done much better. Donkey Kong then goes to his hoard and finds all his bananas are back. And now we get the final roll call for the cast of the game. All the bad guys, the animal buddies, and the Kongs being shown. It is satisfying to hear that song play. Like a job well done. 2 heroes have overcome every obstacle. You deserve the rest now. I won't show the whole ending, but I will show my favorite part with Donkey Kong and Diddy fighting. It was something my younger brother and I always acted out when we were kids. This is Retro Evan, and I hope you had a blast to the past with this video. Please like this video and subscribe, as this will help a small channel out. And as always, thank you for watching.